What advice can you offer to kids to respect and appreciate Jewish values in making decisions when faced with peer pressures and influences so kids don't feel so isolated, so alone?
First of all, I mean, I think that we as Jews know what it's like to be proud of being different. And I think that, like, I really do mean it, that, like, helping your child embrace what it's like to have the heart of a stranger, instead of feeling that that only means you're an outsider and that's bad, you could say, Jews know what this is like, and this is actually our superpower. So, yes, it might feel like everybody else has a Christmas tree, but you know that Adam Sandler song where you're like, when you feel like you're the only kid in town without a Christmas tree, here are people that are Jewish, just like you and me. But, like, he's playing on that idea that you know what it's like when it feels like everybody else is not like you. But you're reminded with pride that that actually is part of what makes us special, and actually has been a source of a lot of our strength, creativity, resilience, empathy. Telling those stories and seeing that as actually a positive, not just as a negative, is one of those things. I do think that getting off of social media, which somehow not only distorts our sense of reality, but has us, like, performatively doing things as opposed to just engaging. So I think doing that. I also think that one of the most important things we can do for our children's Jewish life is to actually live and model that we have rich Jewish lives ourselves, that we are learning, that we actually find, Jewish books interesting, that we actually find that, like, making a Shabbat for ourselves makes our lives meaningful. I don't think it can just be that you tell them that Judaism is important. They need to just see it. Kids are really smart. They, show don't tell is not just about good writing. It's about good Jewish living as well. So I think part of it is examining for ourselves, are we leading the Jewish lives we want? And are we prioritizing it for ourselves? Because our kids, they're always watching. And so I think that those are among the things that I'd say. But I also think that reminding them that feeling different and standing out is not just a negative. I do think that one of the things that's been interesting for me writing a memoir is that you get to re-look back at chapters of your life that were not easy, and you get to frame them in a different way. I think that's a form of therapy, isn't it? Where you go back and you rewrite your chapters. But I think in so many ways, the things that I often thought of as the painful chapters of my life were definitely the stages of my most growth. And as parents, we always want to shield our children from anything that might be uncomfortable or painful. But actually, we're then robbing them of the opportunity for the growth that happens there too. That doesn't mean we just throw them to the wolves, but it just means we shouldn't actually protect them from everything that feels a little uncomfortable. Let them understand that and grow from it and be with them in it.